Halo. The sci-fi first-person shooter franchise has a lot under its belt, from games to books to even its own television series. Halo's been through a lot, but its biggest change has to be in who writes the stories. From 2000 to 2010, Bungie was the one who developed the games. From 2010 to now, it was 343 Industries who developed the games. This saw a change in gameplay, art style, and most important for the video, lore. The story of Halo sees humanity go up against a group of aliens called the Covenant. They were fighting over ancient space weapons called the Ark and the Halo Rings. Those were created by the Forerunners. Spoiler alert, Forerunners and humanity are the same. Humans were called Reclaimers as they were supposed to reclaim the technology the Forerunners left behind. This was changed under 343 Industries as humans and Forerunners were now not the same, and Forerunners in fact looked like this. This one simple change caused the ripple effect across the entire lore of Halo. The reason why it was so important for the Forerunners to be humans is because the story of the Forerunners is that they created these weapons to fight an alien parasite called the Flood. And the whole thing is supposed to be an allegory for the biblical story Noah's Ark. But those themes and symbolism are now muddied because humans, while still being reclaimers, aren't forerunners. So they're not reclaiming their old technology, they're reclaiming the mantle of responsibility. Now, even with all of that, humans are still a technologically advanced race under 343. Just a different one to the Forerunners. They went to war with each other over the mantle of responsibility. It's all very complicated and only serves to dilute the reason why Halo exists at all. The irony of Halo is that the enemy, the Covenant, worship the Forerunners, and yet they are attacking and killing their own gods. The crusade of the Covenant is supposed to mirror that of the Holy Crusades. It's all steeped in religious allegory, and yet that's lost under 343, as even though the Covenant were destroyed in Halo 3, they're inexplicably back in Halo 4. There's even an event called the Great Schism, which is a reference to when all these different forms of Christianity started, that is about an alien race called the Elites disbanding from the Covenant and joining the human side of the war. But that is just, I guess, forgotten about in 343's lore as we're fighting these aliens once again. These changes are not from a want to expand on the lore, but actually a ignorance of the lore. It was 343's job to honor and respect what Bungie has built, but they didn't, and they would continue to lose grip on the story and the themes of Halo as it went on. A symptom of these changes is that there are some fans out there who believe that this was always the intention, that this was always the lore, and that's a real problem. People, or I guess just me, have a tendency to believe that the newest information is the truest information, when that's not always the case. You could like the changes that 343 made to Halo's story, but you can't say that that was always the story. Halo's changes and revisions is a much larger thing that happens in not only games, but in books and movies and all media as a whole. But not just media, it also applies to the real world. When narratives change, we shouldn't just accept that. We should look and see if that's true. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. We need to trust our instincts, but also know when we're wrong, accept when we're wrong. Don't be a crazy flat earther. And look into the media you like. See maybe if the story changed itself, the background details, how it was made. Look into all of that and find enjoyment in the stories you like, but also make sure you know how those stories have changed. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.